students are experiencing that on a much larger basis. They're feeling that emotional pressure, and they don't know how to deal with it as well. I'm talking about students don't know how to deal with it as well, but the teachers have to deal with it every day. And I really, I have to say, and working with the teachers over the last 3, 4, 5 years, not totally in line, but over those years, I'm really impressed with the teachers that we have in our school system. Mm-hmm. They do a great job, and I've felt very fortunate to work with them. So you can go to our website, Stereo Today, and you can get Amy's email address and my email address. Just go down there to consoles, go into education. They're both on there. Can you go back one slide? Mm-hmm. If you go up here to our consoles and drop down to education, there's my ugly mug, there's my email address. We're easy to find, and the website is a great resource. I'm not only promoting education, there's other volunteer opportunities that we could do in ECCL, but I happen to, love education because I think youth is the future. So, any more questions?
What happened with junior achievement?
It was just the pandemic. We're still, the Junior Achievement Organization or the program?
No, I mean, because I was tied in with Jim Shields, and all of a sudden it never came in and disappeared.
The pandemic got us.
We tried virtual, and it wasn't the same, because you didn't have the connection with the kids.
In the late 2019, we did a program. In 2020, it started, and the school really kind of locked us out a little bit, but we decided to lock out ourselves because, if you have young kids and grandkids, you know what they do. They all mix around. You got germs going every place. They bring home colds, they bring home flu. I had a grandson that even had COVID. He got to school. He brought it home to his mother, my daughter. And we didn't want that to happen because with volunteers in the schoolrooms, the problem is they are very susceptible to COVID and they're a dangerous class. So we wanted to avoid that. It was safety first. Just like I didn't want to bring COVID into the school and get kids sick. So we had to lock down the program until 2021 in November, December. We started it back up, but only on a very small basis. If you're interested in doing it again, everybody is ready to do it again if it's safe, and we'd love to have you come back. Jim Shields is not as active as he once was, but Amy and I are still very active.
Jim's lurking in the background.
Jim is always there to support us, and we'd love to have your support too. We're going to start it up in the fall.
Okay, thanks very much, Mike. Appreciate that. I'll make one other comment on education. I happen to have been involved in the JA as well, and actually went into a second grade class, and I did what they're talking about. If you really want to have a good time, become a JA ambassador. It's absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, I was asked to take this role, and I didn't have the time to continue it. But from just a personal experience, it's been great. So now I'd like to ask Alan Bowditch, our Chief Communications Officer, to make a few comments.
All right, thank you, Jim. I won't hold you up really hardly at all. I just wanted to wish you a very good summer. I wanted to mention that, as I've mentioned several times before, the communications team obviously has a very important role within the ECCL. I hope you enjoy the things that is produced, of course, with the combination of the various ECCL councils and the issues that we feel are very important to bring to your attention. That does take a lot of work, and I've told you how impressed I've been with the team that assists in that. In line with what Mike has mentioned, we are looking to expand the communications team with perhaps a couple more people, because there are a number of challenges that we want to focus on over the coming months ahead. Even though the summer period does tend to be a slightly quieter period for communications, there's a lot of behind the scenes work going on. So if you or any people that you know have a background in the communications area or in website area, particularly social media, but particularly enjoy writing and would like to talk to me about joining the communications team, please get in touch with me. Again, my details too are also on the website. Once again, thank you very much for being here today. Signing off on behalf of Jim, we'd like to thank you for coming. We hope you've enjoyed the meeting. And Terry wants to say the bags there are there for you. So we look forward to seeing you in the fall. Thank you so much.
Why, so you don't have to take 15 or volunteer?
Okay, a final comment. We are not going to be having an ECCL meeting for July, August, and likely September. Basically, a lot of folks are not there. You can see the sparse attendance today, but we think it's in everybody's best interest that we all take a bit of a break, and it'll also give us more time to focus on some of the things I talked about earlier on in this meeting. Every one of the executive management team, the council chairs, you can find them on the esterotoday.com website. Just look under just organization and you can find them, or you can find them if you look under councils, you'll find the information as well. So thanks again. Are there any other questions that have nothing to do with what we've talked about? Any comments at all? Okay, meeting's adjourned. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Jim.
Good job, good job. Jim,
Yes.
shades